Hello, Mingalaba Dhamma class. My name is Kazanjo and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today I will be your presenter for part 1 of this Dhamma class. Today's Dhamma class is on Sunday, November 9th, 2025. We meet every Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. Arizona and Pacific time. Anyone interested in Buddhist teachings is welcome to join us on Zoom. Use the ID 413-460-4622 and the password Buddha20, all lowercase. Remember, the Zoom ID and password will stay the same every week. First, 3 individuals will chant the Buddha Gamana Gata, Diwa Dapati Gata, and Yo Jino Gata. These chants will then be followed by Part 1A, offerings, taking the Dhisarana and precepts, the Metta chant and meditation. Part 1B, Adhitana, determination, mindfulness on death, wishing, and sharing. Part 2, Parita chanting, discussions, questions and answers, translations from the prayer book, and some kids reciting Bali prayers from the book. Today's substitute will be Hina Ong. So Hina Ong, please have your prayer books and the correct pages ready and close by. Before we begin, here are some important rules and regulations. If you're reading a substitution or participating in Part 1A, please try to join the Zoom meeting at least 5 minutes early. Please do not eat or drink during the prayer time, as it is very disrespectful. If you're hungry, make sure to eat before joining the meeting next time. Sit up straight and center yourself in front of your camera. Keep your camera on at all times or you may be removed from the meeting. If you're not a part of the Dhamma class, you're free to turn off your camera. Please don't fidget or play around, as it can disturb others who are praying. The prayer session is only 15 minutes, so please be mindful and respectful. For those chanting, please chant clearly and slowly so that others can follow along. We would greatly appreciate it if everyone stays respectfully until the end of the meeting. Now, please put your hands together. We'll begin with Buddha Gamana Gata. We believe you'll do great.
Buddha Gamana Gata Angira Sasa Unaya Tatahi Seda Ramsio Wajirawa Virojanti Jinometadu Sisage Nilayo Nilatadama Pito Dada Cha Lohida Dhamma Chatmanjita Nikamimsu Papa Sara Sadhu Bawang Time Diwa Dapati Gata Diwa Dapati Adijo Ratima Badi Jantima Sanado Katiyo Dapati Jayi Dapati Brahmano Aita Saba Mahoratim Buddho Dapati Tejasa Tadisam Tejasampanam Buddham Vandami Sadaram Etena Sajawajena Soti me hodu sabada Soti de hodu sabada Valentine.
Vanasara Paditena Dipena Tamatansinam Diloka Dibam Sambudam Bujayami Tamonutam Wanaganda Gunopeta Etam Kusuma Santatem Bujayami Munindasa Siripada Saroruhe Atiwasitu no bende baniam breaka bedam anokambam obadaya vetigana duotamam Atiwasitu no bende bojana breaka bedam anokambam obadaya vetigana duotamam bawantan.
Last and I, it is your turn. Hina Ong, could you please substitute for Last and Da on Book 1, Ogatha, Prayer Book, page 1?
Ogata, 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 Kayakam, Wasikan, Manokan, Tabado ta Kateto, Apiedogo, Piapa Zichen, Ajongo, Patama, Tutia, Tatia, the Jane, Najane, Donjane Yaong, Deya Yadana, Deya Yadana, Danga Yadana, Yadana Myetung Badogo, Ayo Ate, Ale Anya, Lasomoye, Shiko Puzo, Pumyo Masho, Gedaba I Ashimpia, Bedoyato, Ajo Ajang, Abeleba, Katomba, Yapishitba, Yandumyongaba, Wipatitia Leba, Yatanatia Ngaba Doma, Akakateng, Kinmok Nindi Piye, Metia, Potia, Nipan, Tia Domyako, Yabalu Yeshimpia, Valentine.
Aham bande discernena saha nanga sampanagatam uposata silam damam yachami anugaham gatva silam deta me bande tutiyambi aham bande discernena saha nanga sampanagatam uposata silam damam yachami Anugaham gatwa silam deta me bande tatiambi aham bande discernena saha nanga sampanagatam uposata silam namam yachami anugaham gatwa silam deta me bande amabande Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dhammam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Dutiyambi Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Tutiyambi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Tutiyambi Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyambi Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyambi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyambi Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Amapande.
Panatipada Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Adinadana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Abrahmacharya Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Musawada Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Sura Miraya Maja Pamata Dana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Vigala Bhojana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Naja Jita Wadita Visuka Dasana Malaryeta Vilebana Dharana Mandana Vibhusana Dana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Ujjasayana Mahasayana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Metta Sahajatena Citta Sabba Panabhutesu Pavitra Viharana Samadhiyami Amabande Valentine.
Iti piso bhagava aham sama sambuddho vichachana sampano sukata lokavitu anuttara purisa dhamma sarati satha deva manusanam bodha bhagava swakato bhagavata dhammo sanditiko akaliko, ahipasiko, opaneiko, pachatemwe ditabu winyuhi.
Supatipano Bhagavato Sakasango Ujupatipano Bhagavato Sakasango Nyayapatipano Bhagavato Sakasango Samijipatipano Bhagavato Sakasango Yadidam Chatari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Bhugala Esa Bhagavato Sakasango Ahuneyo Bahuneyo Dakineyo Anjali Garaniyo Anuttaram Punyakatam Lokasa Bhavantam.
Aham Aviro Homi Avyabhajo Homi Anigo Homi Suki Atta Nampariharami Mama Mata Pitu Acharya Ja Nyatimita Ja Sabrahma Charino Ja Avirahantu Avyabhajahantu Anigahantu Suki Atanam Pariharantu Amhagam Araka Devata Imam Samim Awase Imam Samim Arame Araka Devata Avirahantu Avyabhajahantu Anigahantu Suki Atanam Pariharantu
Sabe Sata, Sabe Pana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bukala, Sabe Atabawa Pariyapana, Saba Itio, Sabe Purisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anarya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Vinipatika, Awera Hontu, Abhyabhaja Hontu, Aninga Hontu, Sukiyata Nampariharantu, Dukkha Muchantu, Myatalada Sampatito Mavigachantu, Kamasaka.
Noe, it is your turn. Hina Ong, could you please substitute for Snowy on Book 1, Purati Maya to Upari Maya, prayer book, page 15?
Purti Maya Disaya, Dakinaya Disaya, Pachimaya Disaya, Uttaraya Disaya, Purti Maya Anudisaya, Dakinaya Anudisaya, Pachimaya Anudisaya, Uttaraya Anudisaya, Itimaya Disaya, Uparimaya Disaya.
Sabe Sata, Sabe Pana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bugala, Sabe Atabawa Pariyapana, Saba Itio, Sabe Purisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anarya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Vinipatika, Awera Hontu, Avyabhaja Hontu, Anika Hontu, Tukiatanam Pariharantu, Dukkha Muchantu, Yatalata Sampatito, Mawikachantu, Kamasaka.
Udamyawa Bawagaja Adoyawa Awijita Samanta Jaka Walesu Yesata Patawijara, Abhyabaja, Niwaraja, Nidukaja, Nupadawa, Udamyawa, Bawagaja, Adoyawa, Awijito, Samanta Jaka Walesu, Yesata, Udakejara, Abhyabaja, Niwaraja, Nidukaja, Nupadawa, Udamyawa, Bawagaja, Adoyawa, Awijito, Samanta Jaka Walesu, Yesata, Akase Jara, Abhyabaja, Niwaraja, Nidukaja, Nubadawa, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Bow one time.
Now we will learn how to meditate by Chloe, Maythun, Hina-Ong, Dezanjo, and Suizin.
What is meditation? Meditation is a way to keep the mind cool and calm by concentrating on one object. There are many ways to meditate. In our Dhamma class, primarily we study Anapanasati and body scanning meditation. In Anapanasati, natural focus is your own breath, which is always with you. So if you simply keep feeling the breath as it comes in and as it goes out, the mind gets quieter and more peaceful. In body scanning meditation, you scan your whole body from head to toe, from the front and the back. The only trouble is, something will always take your attention away, maybe a noise or a pain in the knee, but often your own mind is the problem. It is so full of useless stuff. Like a monkey jumping here and there, it is so hard to control. To become the master of your mind, you need some lessons, enough time, and a good place to learn how to practice. With enough practice, meditation helps to replace bad thoughts and feelings with happy ones. Why do we meditate? By learning how to control the mind, we start to get rid of negative habits and develop good mental qualities instead. If your mind is cool, you make good decisions, you don't get confused, you make less mistakes, you don't get angry or feel afraid, and you become more confident. If your mind is calm, you become peaceful and happy, you're less worried and frustrated, you don't get stressed about work or exams, you develop compassion and kindness, and you have more harmonious relationships. If your mind is concentrated, you get less distracted by useless things, you find it easier to focus and learn, you perform better in sports and games, you make better music and art, and you will be more trustworthy.
What is the difference between samatha and vipassana? Samatha meditation and vipassana meditation are two different types of meditation. Samatha aims at achieving deep concentration, while vipassana aims at understanding both the body and mind. In samatha meditation, the focus is solely on one object to attain deep concentration, such as by fixing the mind on a single point. In contrast, vipassana meditation involves observing various mental and physical processes as they occur. During samatha meditation, when the mind wanders, we bring it back to the chosen object. However, in vipassana meditation, when the mind wanders, we observe it without trying to control it. Only when the distraction fades to return our focus to the primary object. These differences in focus and approach distinguish the two types of meditation.
Guided muscle relaxation meditation. We are going to practice guided muscle relaxation meditation. But before we begin, please straighten your body, center yourself in the middle of your camera, put your hands together with the right on top of the left with your thumbs connected and place them in your lap. Then close your eyes. Step 1, when I say a group of muscles, focus on the group of muscles you hear and feel the tenseness in them. Step 2, mentally relax those group of muscles. Step 3, feel those muscles completely relax. Let's start. Your scalp muscles, all the muscles on your head are relaxed. Your forehead and eyebrows are relaxed. Your eyes, ears, nose, lips, and chin are relaxed. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Your arms, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers are relaxed. Your chest and upper back are relaxed. Your abdomen and lower back are relaxed. Your hips and thighs are relaxed. Your knees and legs are relaxed. Your ankles, feet, and toes are relaxed. Now your whole body from head to toe fully relaxed.
Now we are going to advance to body scanning meditation. Imagine you're holding a scanner in your hand. You are going to scan your whole body from head to toe and from the front and the back. Begin at the top of your head and slowly let your attention move down through your body, little by little. Imagine a warm energy flowing gently inside you. If you find a place that feels stuck, pause there, take a calm breath, and picture it relaxing. Once it feels open, keep moving down all the way to the tips of your toes. Let's begin by scanning the front of your body. Start at the top of your head and move slowly downward. The top of your head, your forehead and face, the front of your neck, the front of your shoulders, your upper chest, your lower chest and abdomen, the front of your hips, the front of your thighs, the front of your knees, and the front of your legs. Now bring your attention to your back. Beginning at your heels, slowly scan upward. The back of your legs, the back of your knees, the back of your thighs, the back of your hips, your lower back, your upper back, the back of your shoulders, the back of your neck, the back of your head, and the top of your head. Now you have successfully finished one cycle of body scanning meditation. Now you are going to practice another cycle on your own. You can switch the order, either going down the front and up the back, or up the back and down the front. Once all the energy channels are open, your body will feel very light. It will feel as if you are riding on a calm ocean wave. We are now done meditating.
Tuka pata jani tuka, baya pata jani baya, soka pata jani soka, hantu sabe pipanino. Nahi were na werani, samantira kura janam, awere na cha samanti, esa dama somnantano.
Sapa papasa akana, kusalasa upasabara, chachita puyo dapana, eta burana sasana.
Marna me tuam, jiwita me atuam, ita me punyam, nibbana sapajayo hotu, imam punya bhagam, sapasatanam bhajema, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. It is now part 2 of the Dhamma class, and please do not eat anything. However, drinking water is now fine. So we'll be starting with program number 1, which is Chant of Metta Sutta by Amara, Sarah, Mate, Mason D, Kaylin Alm, Sumya Pitt, Cynthia, Noel, Bia Balat, Tiffany, Pink and Hema, and Rebecca.
Yasa nupavato yaka neva dasanti pisanam yanije vanuyunjanto ratinti vamatantito.
Sukam supidit sutocha, papam kanchi napasidi, ewa madi gunu petam, pritam tambanamahe.
Karaniya Mata Kusalena Yada Sadam Pada Abisamecha Sakho Ujucha Suhujucha Suwachocha Samudu Anatimani Santu Sakocha Subarocha Apakitocha Hala Salahukawuti Santindriyocha Nipakota Apagabo Kuleswa Nanugido
Nacha kuda machare kinchi yena winyu pare upawadeyum sukino wa kemino hontu savasata bhavantu sukitata.
Ikechi bana budati tasawa tawarawa nawasesa tigawa yewa mahanta majima rasaka anukatula.
Tita Wam Yewa Adita Yewa Due Wasanti Awe Due Buddha Wa Samba Siva Sabha Sata Bhavantu Sukhi Tata.
Na pao niku beta na ti maneta katachi na kanchi Yawo sana patika sanya nanya manya sa tuka micheya.
Mata yata niyam buddha mayusa eka buddha manu rake ewambi sapa buddhasu mahana sambhavaye aparimanam.
Metanja Sabha Lokasmi Manasam Bhavaye Aparimanam Udam Adoja Tiriyanja Asambadam Avirama Sapadam.
Titam sakam nisinowa sayano yawatasa vitamiro etam satim aditeya brahma metam vihara naidamahu.
Idencha anupagama silawa dasanena sampano kamesu vinaya gedam nahi jadu kabaseya punaredi metasudam nitidam sadhu sadhu sadhu.
We're now moving on to part number 2, which is basic Buddhism. First by Noel and Tiffany, then by Hazel, Sarah, and Samia Pitt, then by Susan, Alexander, and Linlin, then by Chloe, May Cindy, then by Shinky, Keisha, and Chinlin, then by Grace and Brian, then by Zindro and Hela, and lastly by Jewel, Mathay, and Imran.
Hello everyone, my name is Noah and my Buddhist name is Wanapalat, which means proud personality. So today I'll be joined by my dear friend Tiffany, so could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Tiffany, and my Buddhist name is Sanzapali, which means peacekeeper. So, Noah, what are we going to be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about 5 kinds of gatis, so Tiffany, could you please start?
Please listen carefully because we'll be asking questions at the end. 5 kinds of gatis. Buddhists believe in samsara, which is the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. This means that life doesn't end when we die. What we do during our lives affects what happens next. After we die, there are 5 different paths we could take, called the 5 gatis. Gati meaning the path we follow after death, depending on how we lived our lives. The 5 gatis are
1. Dewagati, Heavenly Path. This path leads to a blissful realm where beings experience happiness. 2. Manusagati, Human Path. This is the path to being reborn as a human, where we live now. 3. Niraya Gati, Hell Path. This is the path to a realm of extreme suffering, where beings endure hardship due to their negative actions in this life.
4. Petagati, Hungry Ghost Path. This is the path to a realm where beings are perpetually hungry and thirsty, but are unable to find food or drink. 5. Tirachana Gati, Animal Path. This is the path to being reborn as an animal where life is challenging and beings struggle to survive.
So now we'll be asking questions. So my first question is to William, and it is, what are the 5 gatis?
They are the 5 paths a person can take after death, based on their actions in life.
Yes, that is correct.
My question is to Neye then, and which Gati is the best to be reborn into?
Next.
My next question is to William, and it is, what happens in the Petagati?
Beings become hungry ghosts, always searching for food and water, but never finding enough.
Yes, that is correct.
My last question is to William, and how can we avoid bad Gatis?
By doing good deeds, being kind, and following the Buddha's teachings.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you for listening.
It is now Hazel, Sarah, and Sumyapa's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Hazel, and my Buddhist name is Riva Bali, which means beauty keeper. Today I'll be talking about something with my dear Dhamma friends Sarah and Sumyape. So Sarah, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Sarah, and my Buddhist name is Shiva Pali. So, Sumit, please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Sumya Pei. My Buddhist name is Chitta Bali, which means regarder of mind. So Hazel, what will we be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about Sukati and Dugati. Sarah, please start.
Please listen carefully because we'll be asking questions in the end. Sukati and Dukati. Sukati means good path, while Dukati means bad path. Among the 5 gatis mentioned above, the Devagati and Manusagati are considered Sugatis or good paths. The other paths are classified as Dugatis or bad paths.
Out of the 3 Dugatis, the Beta Gati includes the Asura Gaya, the miserable ghost, bringing the total to 4 woeful realms. In Burmese, these are referred to as Abeliba. Additionally, it's important to note that the Niraya Gati consists of 8 distinct levels.
We can also divide the Devagati into 3 groups. Kama Dewa. This includes 6 realms filled with beautiful sensual pleasures, where those who have lived virtuous lives are reborn. Rupa Dewa. This includes 16 realms of fine material existence, where beings who have attained one of the 5 Rupa jhanas are reborn.
Deva. This includes 4 formless realms where beings who have attained one of the 4 Arupa jhanas are reborn. So now we'll be asking questions, so Sumit, please ask the first question.
My first question is to Maythun, and it is, what does Sukati mean?
Next.
So the answer was, it means the good path where happy beings begin, or happy beings live. So Hazel, please ask your question.
My question is to Victoria, and what does Dugati mean?
It means the bad path where suffering beings are born.
That's correct. Sarah, please ask your question. My question is for grade 7 and it is, what are examples of Sugati?
Next.
The answer is Deva are heavenly beings and Manusa humans. So, student please choose us the last question.
My last question is to Victoria. How can someone be born in Sugati?
By doing good deeds and living a kind life.
That is correct, thank you. So that is all for today. Thank you everyone for listening.
It is now Swayze Alexander and Linden's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Swayze. My Buddha's name is Wansa Pali, which means keeper of relatives. Joining me today is my dear Dhamma friend Alexander and my dear sister Linlin. So, Alexander, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Alexander and my Buddhist name is Ujibala, which means Parvanasi. So, Linlin, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Linlin, and my Buddhist name is Manopali, which means keeper of minds. So, Swayze, what are you going to be sharing today?
We are going to be talking about the 31 bhumis. Everyone, please listen carefully because in the end, we'll be asking some questions. So, Alexander, can you please start first?
Bhumi refers to a realm of existence or a place where one may be reborn. There are 31 bhumis, each representing different type of existences, determined by the nature of our actions, whether they are good or bad. These 31 bhumis are divided into 3 categories.
1. Kama Bhumi, realms of desire. There are 11 bhumis. This category is split into 2 groups. 1. Apaya Bhumi, or four woeful realms. These are unhappy realms where beings suffer. 2. Kama Sugati Bhumi, 7 blissful realms. These realms are characterized by happiness. They include 6 Kama Dewa Bhumi, heavenly realms, and 1 Manusa Bhumi, human realm.
2. Rupa Bhumi, realms of form, which has 16 bhumis. In these realms, beings experience different states of existence based on the Rupa jhana they attain through meditation. And 3. Arupa Bhumi, or formless realms, which has 4 bhumis. These realms are for beings who are free from physical form and exist in a formless state, based on their practice of Arupa jhana meditation. Both Rupa Bhumi and Arupa Bhumi are also referred to as Brahma Bhumis. So now I'll be asking questions. So my first question is to Tenzin, and it is, what does Bhumi mean?
It means a realm or place where beings can be reborn.
That is correct. So Alexander, can you please ask your question?
My question is Ninyatha, and it is, how many bhumis are there?
There are 31 bhumis.
That is correct. So Linlin, please ask your question.
My question to Tenzin is, what are the 3 main types of bhumis?
Realms of desire, realms of form, and formless realms.
That is correct. So, Swayze, can you please ask the last question?
My last question is to Ninyatha, and it is, where do happy beings live in the realm of desire?
In the 7 blissful realms, including heaven and the human realm.
That is correct. That is all, and thank you for listening.
It is now Chloe and Mason D's turn.
Hello, Manglapa. My name is Chloe Chang, and my Buddhist name is Titi Bali, which means keeper of wisdom. I live in Chino Hills, California. So today, my dear Dhamma friend Mason D will be joining me. So Mason D, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Mangalaba. My name is Mason D. My Buddha name is Luca Bali, which means guardian of the wood. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. So Chloe, what will we be talking about today?
We will be talking about the 4 ultimate truths. Please listen carefully because we will be asking some questions at the end. I'll go first. The 4 ultimate truths. What does ultimate mean? In Pali, Paramata means something that stays the same in its true nature. It doesn't change no matter where or whom it appears.
What are the 4 ultimate truths? Mind, Jita, our awareness or consciousness, mental factors, Jitasikas, feelings and thoughts, like kindness or anger, matter, Rupa, the physical world, including our bodies. Nibbana, the only absolute reality beyond suffering and change.
How do they stay the same? Some mental factors like greed, lopa, and anger, dosa, never change their nature. Greed is always greed, whether in a kind person, a bad person, or even an animal. Anger is always anger, no matter who feels it.
Everything in the world has its own true nature. By understanding this, we can better recognize our own thoughts and feelings as well as those of others. So now we'll be asking questions. So my first question is to Hema. So Hema, what are the four ultimate truths?
They are mind, chitta, mental factors, chitasikas, matter, rupa, and nibbana.
Yes, that is correct. So Chloe, please ask your next question.
My next question is to Julia, and it is, what is mind, chitta?
It is our awareness, how we think and know things.
That is correct. So Mason D, please ask your next question.
So my next question is to Hema again. So Hema, what is special about Nibbana?
Nibbana is beyond suffering and change. It is a perfect peace.
Yes, that is correct. So Chloe, please ask your last question.
So my last question is to Julia again, and it is, why are these truths called ultimate?
Because they never change, no matter where or in whom they appear.
That is correct. So that is all, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for watching and listening.
It is now Shinki, Keisha, and Shilang's turn.
Hello, Mingalava. My name is Shinki. My Buddhist name is Eka Pala, which means the power of energy. And today I'm here with my siblings. So Kishin, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Mingalava. My name is Keishan, and my last name is Jodha Balat, which means the power of light. So, Xinglang, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, Minglaba. My name is Shinki Ling, and my Buddhist name is Vira Bali, which means brave keeper. And I live in Colorado. So, Shinki, what will we be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about karma or true parents. So Kishin, please be first.
Listen carefully because we'll be asking questions. I'll be going first. Dhamma means the actions we do, and these actions shape our future, like our next life, our family, and even our physical appearance. Let's imagine two people. One person does good deeds with kindness and understanding. The other person does little good, or if they do, they don't do it happily.
When they are reborn, the first person might be born into a wealthy family with loving parents who take good care of them. The second person might be born into a poor family where life is harder even before birth.
As they grow, their lives continue to be different. One enjoys comfort, love, and education, while the other faces struggles and challenges.
This shows how our actions today shape our future. Just like a farmer plants good seeds to grow healthy crops, we should do good deeds to create a bright future for ourselves. So now we'll be asking questions. So Shinki, can you ask your first question?
Pia Pala, what is karma?
Karma is the actions we do that shape our future.
That is correct. So Kishin, please ask the next question.
Binat Balat, how does good karma affect rebirth?
It can lead to a better life with loving parents and comfort.
So Xinglan, can you ask the next question?
So my next question is Sophia Pala. Sophia Pala, what happens if someone does little good?
They might be born into a harder life with more struggles.
That is correct. So Shinki, please ask the last question.
My last question is to Gina Balat. So Gina Balat, what is the lesson of karma?
Our actions today create our future happiness or suffering.
That is correct. Thank you for watching and listening.
Thank you for listening.
It's now Grace and Brian's turn.
Hello, Minglava. My name is Grace, and my Buddhist name is Gema Bali, which means keeper of security in the mind and body. So today, my dear brother Brian will be joining me today. So Brian, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Brian and my Buddhist name is Bunya Bala.
which means power of goodness. So, Grace, what will we be talking about today? We'll be talking about Isa, but before we start, can everyone please listen carefully? Because we'll be asking questions at the end. So I'll go first. What is Isa envy? Envy is when we feel upset because someone else has something we want, like being smarter, richer, or better at something. Sometimes people say hurtful things because of jealousy. Envy often happens when we do the same things. For example, a baker might feel jealous of another baker, but not a doctor. Even monks and teachers can feel envy. When we're jealous and say mean things, we only hurt ourselves. Wise people know that envy brings unhappiness. A story about envy. A lion lived in a glowing green cave. Nearby, some hogs were upset and blamed the light for their problems. They tried to cover the cave with mud, but the cave only shone brighter. This story shows that when we try to bring others down because of envy, we don't hurt them. We only make their success stand out more. Instead of being jealous, we should be happy for others. That is all. I'm going to be asking questions. So, Snowy, what is envy?
Envy is feeling upset because someone else has something we want.
That's correct. So, Brian, you can ask the next question. Tain, who do we usually envy?
We envy people who do the same things as.
That's correct. So, Grace, please ask your next question. This question is to Snowy. So, what did the hogs try to do in the story?
They tried to cover the glowing cave with mud.
That's correct. So, Brian, you can ask the last question. So, Tain, what is the lesson of the story?
Envy hurts us more than others and makes the success shine even more.
That's correct. That is all, and thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
It is now the Sinjo and Helaon's turn.
Hello, Minglaba Dhamma class. My name is Nizanjo, and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today, me and a Dhamma friend will be talking about something. So, Hina Alam, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Hein Lang, and my Buddhist name is Sukabala, which means power of happiness. So, Joel, what are you talking about today?
We will be talking about Venerable Maha Kassapa. Everyone, please listen carefully because we will be asking a couple questions in the end. I'll start us off. Who was Venerable Maha Kassapa? Venerable Maha Kassapa was one of the Buddha's most important disciples. He was famous for living a very simple and strict monk's life and for leading the first Buddhist council after the Buddha passed away.
He was born in a village in Magadha. His parents were named Kapilas, and his personal name was Pipali. When he was 20 years old, he married a kind and faithful lady named Bada Kapilani. Later, both of them decided to become a monk and a nun. This happened about 9 months after the Buddha became enlightened.
After leaving home to search for liberation, Moka, Pipali met the Buddha sitting under a tree. Realizing that this was the enlightened one, he said, "You are my teacher and I am your student."
The Buddha then called him by his clan name and said, Kassapa, treat everyone with respect. Older people, younger people, and everyone else. Listen carefully to good teachings, as if they were precious treasures, and always be mindful of your body, with joy in your heart.
Because Pipali followed his advice, the Buddha welcomed him as a monk. Then the Buddha gave Maha Kassapa his own old robe and accepted Kassapa's patched robe in return. This robe exchange was very meaningful and special. It showed that the Buddha trusted Maha Kassapa and was passing on the duty to protect and share his teachings after the Buddha died.
The Pali texts do not say exactly when or how Mahakassapa died, but it is believed he lived a long life. Northern Buddhist records say that after the first council, he passed on the teachings to Ananda, visited important holy places one last time, and then peacefully passed away in a cave on Mount Kukutapada, near city of Rajagaha.
That is all, so now we'll be asking questions. My first question is for Methun, which is, who was Venerable Mahakassapa?
He was one of the Buddha's greatest disciples, known for his simple monk life and for leading the first Buddhist councils.
That is correct. Hema Aung, could you please ask the next question?
The next question is for Hank, and it is, what was Mahakassapa's personal name?
His name was Pipali.
That is correct. So, Devinchal, could you please ask the next question?
My next question is for Methun, which is, who was his wife and what did they decide together?
Her name was Padakapilani, and they both decided to become a monk and nun.
That is correct. Hema Aung, could you please ask the next question?
The next question is for Hank, and it is, what special gift did the Buddha give Mahakassapa?
Buddha gave him his own robe, his own old robe, showing trust and responsibility to protect the teachings.
That is correct. So, Devinchal, could you please ask the last question?
My last question is for Methun, which is, where did Mahakassapa pass away?
He is believed to have passed away peacefully in a cave on Mount Kukutabada near Rajagaha.
That is correct. That is all, and thank you for listening.
It is now Jewel, Mate, and Amara's turn.
Hello, Mingalabat. My name is Jewel, and my Buddhist name is Ida Bali, which means keeper of energy. I live in Virginia, and today my two dear Dhamma friends will be joining me. So, Martin, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Mangalaba. My name is Martin. My Buddhist name is Ida Bali, which means good keeper, and I live in Texas. So, Amara, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Mingalabat. My name is Amara, and my Buddha's name is Amata Bali, which means keeper of deathlessness, and I live in Texas. Jewel, what will we be talking about today? Today we will be talking about the Buddha. Everybody, please listen carefully because we will be asking questions in the end. I will go first. The Buddha. The Buddha was a wise and kind man who lived long, long ago. His real name was Siddhartha Gautama, but we usually call him the Buddha, which means enlightened one. He was born at a place called Lumbini, which is now in modern-day Nepal, in 623 BC.
The Buddha parents were King Suddhodana and Queen Mahamaya. They were very happy when Siddhartha was born because they knew he was special. When he was a young man, he got married to a kind and beautiful princess named Yasodhara. They were happy together and had a sweet baby boy named Rahula. One day, Siddhartha saw four signs: an old man, a sick person, a dead body, and a wandering holy man, a recluse. These sights made him wonder why there was so much suffering in the world, and how people could find peace and happiness. At the age of 29, he left his luxurious palace and comfortable life to search for answers. He traveled far and wide, learning from wise teachers and seeking the truth. Finally, one day, while meditating deeply under a Bodhi tree, he gained profound wisdom and insight. He became enlightened at the age of 35, which means he understood the cause of suffering and how to achieve true happiness. After that, he became known as the Buddha. He spent the rest of his life sharing the wisdom he had gained. He taught about love, kindness, and the importance of finding inner peace. The Buddha passed away at the age of 80 in a city called Kusinara in India. His teaching, known as the Buddhism, spread far and wide across the world. Today, many people still practice Buddhism and try to live their lives with kindness and compassion, just like the Buddha did. So the Buddha was a very special person who wanted to make the world a better place by helping others find peace and happiness. So now we will be asking questions. Lysanda, what was the Buddha's real name? Siddhartha Gautama.
That is correct.
So, Lyra, where was the Buddha born?
Lumbini in modern-day Nepal.
That is correct. Lesson that what made Siddhartha leave his palace?
He wanted to understand suffering and find peace.
That is correct.
Lyra, what happened under the Bodhi tree? He became enlightened.
So,
That's correct.
so Lasanda, how old he was when he attained enlightenment?
35.
That is correct. Lyra, how old he was when he passed away?
80.
That's correct.
So that is all, and thank you for listening and watching.
We're now moving on to program number 3, which is choose the correct line out of the given answers by Hank and Hema.
My name is Hank, and my Buddhist name is Sutabala, which means the power of knowledge. Today, I'll be joined by my twin sister. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Hema, and my Buddhist name is Hema Pali, which means peacekeeper.
Today, we'll be asking questions to the individuals Alexander, Nayin, William, Grace, Sandy, Lasanda, Kamapali, Valerie, Benji, Brian, Mietno, Alinte, Wei-Yan, Julia, Hazel, Devi-san, Maythun, Snowy, Julia, and Nembonten. To begin with, Alexander, what does Sugati mean?
It means the good path where happy beings live.
That is correct. Nayin, what does Dugati mean?
It means the bad path where suffering beings are born.
That is correct. William, how can someone be born in Sugati?
By doing good deeds and living a kind life.
That's correct. Grace, what does Bhumi mean?
It means a realm or place where beings can be reborn.
And that is correct. Sandy, what are the 3 main types of Bhumis?
Realms of desire, realms of form, and formless realms.
That is correct. Lasanda, who is Venerable Sariputta? Well, the correct answer is who was Venerable Sariputta?
One of the Buddha's chef's disciples known for wisdom.
That is correct. Kamapali, what was the Buddha's real name?
Siddhartha Gautama.
That is correct. Valerie, where was the Buddha born?
In Lumbini in modern-day Nepal.
That is correct. Benji, what made Siddhartha leave his palace?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is he wanted to understand suffering and find peace. Brian, what happened under the Bodhi tree?
He became enlightened.
That is correct.
Mietno, what does Sugati mean?
It means that good path where happy beings live.
That is correct. Alinte, what does Dugati mean?
It means the bad path where suffering beings are born.
That is correct. Wei-Yan, how can someone be born in Sugati?
By doing good deed and living a kind life.
That is correct. Julia, what does Bhumi mean?
It means a realm or place where beings can be reborn.
That is correct. Hazel, what are the 3 main types of Bhumis?
Realms of desire, realms of form, and formless realms.
That is correct. Thiri-san, who was Venerable Sariputta?
Could you repeat that again?
Who was Venerable Sariputta?
One of the Buddha's chief disciplines known for wisdom.
That is correct. Maythun, what was the Buddha's real name?
Siddhartha Gautama.
That is correct. Snowy, where was the Buddha born?
Lumbini in modern-day Nepal.
That is correct. Julia, what made Siddhartha leave his palace? Well, the correct answer is he wanted to understand suffering and find peace. Nimbontet, what happened under the Bodhi tree?
He become enlightened.
That is correct. Thank you for listening.
We're now moving on to program number 4, which is Answer the Questions by Rebecca and Cynthia.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Rebecca, and my Buddhist name is Metta Bali, which means keeper of loving kindness. For today's program, my sister Cynthia will be joining me. So, Cynthia, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Cynthia, and my Buddhist name is Bali, which means keeper of the middle path. The individuals I'll be asking today are Dong, Grace, Brian, Sarah, May, Cindy, Amara, Jewel, Chloe, Lyra, Hazel, Valerie, Mate, and Tupepe.
Maidong, please recite the second Dhamma Buddha Vachana.
Gaha Garaka Jitosi Puna Geham Nakahasi Sabate Basuka Baga Gaha Gutam Visankatam.
That is correct, thank you. Grace, please recite the second Vachasa Udana.
Yada Hawe Badu Bhavanti Dhamma Adapino Jayato Vamanasa Atasa Ganga Vapayanti Sava Yato Gayam Pachayanam Avedi.
That is correct, thank you. Brian, please recite the second Manasa Udana.
Gaha Garaka Ditosi Bunagiham Nakahasi Sabate Pasuka Baga Gahakutam Visankatam.
That is correct, thank you. Sarah, please list the two types of Udana.
1. Manasa Udana, and 2. Vachasa Udana.
That is correct, thank you. May Cindy, please list the 6 dangers of using intoxicants.
Number 1, you could waste all your money. Number 2, you might argue with friends and family more. Number 3, it can make you very sick. Number 4, your reputation might get ruined. Number 5, you might do embarrassing things in public. And number 6, your brain might not work as well.
That is correct, thank you. Amara, please list the 12 causes of Paticca Samuppada in Bali.
1. Avijja. 2. Sankara. 3. Vijnana. 4. Namarupa. 5. Salayatana. 6. Basa. 7. Vedana. 8. Dana. 9. Upadana. 10. Bhava. 11. Jati. 12. Jaramaranam.
That is correct, thank you. Jewel, please recite the second Dhamma Buddha Vachana.
Gaha Garaka Tosi Bunageham Nakahasi Sabate Basuka Baga Gaha Kutam Visankatam.
That is correct, thank you.
Chloe, please recite the second Vachasa Udana.
Yada hawe batu bhavanti tama.
Next. Lyra, please recite the second Manasa Udana.
Gaha Garaka Ditosi Bunageham Nakahasi Sabate Basuka Baga Gaha Kutam Visankatam.
That is correct, thank you. Hazel, please list the 2 types of udana.
Could you repeat that?
Yes, please list the 2 types of udana.
Vajasa Udana and Manasa Udana.
That is correct, thank you. Valerie, please list the 6 dangers of using intoxicants.
Number 1, you could waste all your money. Number 2, you might argue with friends and family more. Number 3, it can make you very sick. Number 4, your reputation might get ruined. Number 5, you might do embarrassing things in public. And number 6, your brain might not work as well.
That is correct, thank you. Matane, please list the 12 causes of Paticca Samuppada in Pali.
1. Avijja. 2. Sankhara. 3. Vijnana. 4. Namarupam. 5. Salayadana. 6. Basa. 7. Vedana. 8. Dana. 9. Upadana. 10. Bhava. 11. Jati. 12. Jaramaranam.
That is correct, thank you. Sylvia, please recite the second Patama Buddha Vachana.
Kahakarati tosi, unageha nakahasi, sabate basu kapaga, kahakutam visankatam.
That is correct, thank you.
That is all for our program. Thank you for listening and participating.
We're now moving on to program number 5, which is answer the questions 2 by the Zindro.
Hello, Mingla Dhamma class. My name is Nizancho, and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today I will be asking a few questions, so everyone please be ready and prepared. Lyra, how do you chant metta meditation on yourself?
Aham aware homi, abhyapada homi, anigo homi, sukyatana pariharami.
That is correct. Thank you. Sandy, how do you chant metta meditation on your parents?
Mama mata pitu. Mama mata pitu. Awara hontu. Abhyapaja hontu. Anika hontu. Sukiyatanam parihantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Noe, how do you chant metta meditation on your relatives and friends?
Nyati midata, avira hontu, abhyapada hontu, aniga hontu, suki atanam pariharantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Dirisan, how do you chant metta meditation on your Dhamma class? Dirisan, are you ready?
Next.
I'll come back to you. Shin Lang, what is Buddhism? Please answer in Pali and English.
Sapa papasa agaranam, not to do any evil. Kusalasa upasampada, to practice good. Sajita pariyodapanam, to purify your mind. Etam Buddhana sasanam, this is the teachings of the Buddha. This means this is Buddhism.
That is correct. Thank you. Same thing. How do you share the merit you have gained with all in Pali and English? The answer is on book 1, page 10.
Next.
I'll come back to you as well. Yambon Tant, how do you chant metta meditation on?
Can you repeat that, please?
How do you chant metta meditation on yourself?
Avera homi, Abya Baja homi, Ani go homi, Suki Atana Puriharami.
That is correct. Thank you. Lasenda, how do you chant metta meditation on your parents?
Mama Mata Pitu Avera Hontu Abya Baja Hontu Anega Hontu Suki Atam Pariharatu.
That is correct. Thank you. Wei Yan, how do you chant metta meditation on your Dhamma class?
Sabra Machari Noja Awira Hontu Abya Baja Hontu Anika Hontu Suki Ata Ane Pariharantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Miano, what is Buddhism? Please answer in Bali and English.
Saba ba basa akarana not to do any evil. Kusalasa upasam pada to practice good. Sachita bariyo dapanam to purify your mind. Edam Buddhana sasana. This is the teaching of the Buddhas, which means this is Buddhism.
That is correct. Coming back to theory 7, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Sabrama Jarinoja Avira Hondu Abya Baja Hondu Aniga Hondu Sukiya Dalam Bariharandu.
That is correct. Thank you. And to Thing, are you ready now?
Sorry, I can't find it at all.
That's okay. We can try again next week. That is all, and thank you for listening.
We are now at the end of the Dhamma class, so everyone please put your hands together and recite Buddha Sasanam Chiram Ditatu 3 times. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Ditatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Ditatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Ditatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That is all. Thank you for coming.
Jumba